Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Greetings to you all from my comfort zone. As you all can see, today I just want to give some guidance to every family who are willing to listen to this video, and to every family who are willing to use some factors that I will be dropping on this video. Yes. As families, as mother, father, whatever status you are representing when it comes to your children, being a married couples or a single mom or a single dad, it does not really matter. Why do I want to, what am my reason of doing this video this afternoon is that we all, maybe not everyone that has children yet, yeah, but those that have children or those that are looking forward to have children someday, this video is for you. As parents, you have kids, you have children. Raising up children, it is not an easy task. It is a very long process because children have different behaviors, different attitude, and we as parents, we have different behavior and different attitudes when it comes to bringing up our children. And in addition, it's not every mothers that actually experience the love of their biological parents. Yeah, some have love from their biological parents while others have not. Yes, I am a good example of that due to my mom died when I was at early age, and my dad also died when I was very small. Meanwhile, those love that I never experienced from my late parents, I would not like my children to experience it. That is why I am trying my possible best as a mother to invest love into the lives of my children while I am still alive. So, as a mother, as a father, as a parent, we have to help our children. Comes in a very long way in life. It is our responsibility to train up, to bring up our children in a decent way. Even if we find it difficult at times to cope with them because of their attitude, their behavior, still, as parents, it is our responsibilities to help our children comes a long way in life. It is our responsibility to not to give up upon our children. How difficult it might seem, it is our duty, it is our duties to help our children, to always find solutions to help our children come a long way in life. Sometimes you might find it stressful, we might find it difficult, we might find it frustrating to get along with our children, or to help our children, or to find solutions while bringing up our children. Meanwhile, we should always be open-minded. When we see that our children need help, don't pretend that everything are going well with your children. Don't pretend that your children, everything's gonna be okay. Don't pretend that your children, they are good. Why you know in your heart that they are, even though they are good, there are still things that they need help to. Be open. Talk about the issues that your children are having. Talk about the problems that your children are having. Talk about the good attitude of your children and talk about the bad attitude of your children. Be open. If your children has a bad attitude in one specific area and he has good attitude in other specific area, don't be willing to share it with others. By doing that, you are going to get every necessary help that you need for you to build up a happy home. Don't hide things. Be open-minded. Because it is not all about you. It is not all about what you feel. It is not what about what you think. It is about what is best for your child. It is for what is best for your children, for them to have a good communication with other people, for them to have a good social life, for them to associate themselves with other children when it comes to sociality and other aspects of life. Don't make your children's life complicated by hiding those areas that you need to work with. Your children need to work with as a parent. A lot of parents find it difficult bringing up their children. Some children are stubborn. They are very stubborn. Some children, they want to be the boss over their parents. Meanwhile, we as a parent, we should always be the boss over our children. You don't give your children that power to rule over you. You don't give your children that power to make decisions for you, because when you are doing that, you are not contributing into the lives of that child. Rather, you are destroying that child. You will come to realize that when that child comes to the age of 18 years, you will not be able, it's not going to give you a good result. It's not going to give you a good result. You might be surprised that even before that child comes to the age of 18 years or 20 years, he has already impregnated somebody. He has already started following ways that is not going to give him a better future. As a parent, when you know that these things that are not good, don't encourage your children to do it. Don't encourage them to do it. Be straight with your children right from when they are small. When they are at the age of, when you have to be straight with your children right from when they are little, because when you are straight with your children right from when they are of small age, then you can, that is only way you can be able to control them, even when they start growing. But when you have this thinking that no, I'm going to give them every right, I'm going to make them do whatever they want, because you are frustrated, because maybe you are frustrated, the issue is frustrating you, or maybe you are stressful and you think that now I want to give my children the right to do whatever they want. You are not helping your children. Rather, you are destroying them, because by doing that, you are not helping those children to bring out the best in them. You must be there to help your children come a long way in life. Tell them, be their lecturer. Tell them about those things that are good for them. Tell them those things that are not good for them. And always try to explain to them the good and the bad parts. When you find it difficult along with your children, then sit them down, take them, make them understand, the reality of life, make them understand the factors of life. Be violence to children, it is not going to help them. Be violence to your own child, it is not going to bring out the best solution. By hitting your children because he does something wrong, that is not going to solve no problem. by hitting your child. When your child does something wrong, by hitting them, you think that that is the only best solution. I can guarantee you that you are not happy there, rather than creating more damage into their lives. Violence, it is not the best way to solve a problem. Finding every necessary help that you need as a parent, as a couples, for you to bring up your children in a proper way, it is very, very important. There are more professional people out there who is very good when it comes to children. They will give you every guidelines that you need to raise up your children. That is why I said at the beginning of this video that you should be open-minded. When you see that your child need help, you have to seek help before it is too late. You have to seek for help before it is too late. You have to seek for help before things start getting out of hand. Don't be scared, don't be afraid, because sometimes fear might keep us away from getting the necessary help that we need to help our children come a long way. When you have a stubborn child, seek a professional help. When your child does not listen to you, seek for professional help. Don't think that everything is going to be okay. No, don't think about that. I'm talking to especially couples, parents that are living in overseas and that are raising up their children, because even in Africa, a lot of people that have education, they don't believe that it is by true violence or it is by true hitting children that they will become better. No, violence does not help in any way. It rather creates more harms and more damage into the lives of that child. When your child does not listen to you, talk to the people the school is going. Seek for professional help. Be willing to cooperate. Be willing to work together with the schools. Be willing to work together with the activity where your child are going. Talk to them. Be willing to be honest. Be willing to be truthful. Be willing to seek every help they are going to give to you, and this is going to help you in a long way. As a parent, there are things that we have to avoid for enable us to be a good example to our children, especially when right from the day we decided to become a mother, right from the day we decided to become a parent. It should also be that day we make the decision of limiting certain things, because there are things that you should not do as a parent in the front of your children. There are things that you should not do as a parent in the presence of your children. There are places that you should not take your children to, because there are things that are not good for children. It's not everything that we think as parents that are good for our children that are really good. Sometimes there are things that we think that these are good for our children, and we come to realize that they are not good for our kids. That is why, as parents, as mothers, father, we have to be smart enough, and we have to limit some certain things when it comes to our children. I know that not every one of us, not everybody are perfect. There are some things that we should limit. As a parent, it is not, yes, we all make mistakes, but we should be smart enough to adjust from those mistakes. As a parent, it is not that wise to be drinking alcohol all the time in the presence of your children. It is not that wise to be drinking alcohol in front of your children, because when you are drunk, you are not able to control your reaction. There are reactions of alcohol when the moment somebody is drunk. But when you are not drunk, when you are not under alcohol, you are able to control your temper. You are able to control if anything happens. But when you are under the influence of alcohol, tell me, how will you be able to control your kids if something happens? And when you are drinking in the presence of your kids all the time, what do you expect your children to learn from you? You expect them to learn the same thing from you, because you are drinking in their presence, and one day as well they are going to start doing the same thing. I'm going to say, let me go. They start doing the same thing, because these are the footprints that you have established as a mother, as a father. And as a parent, it is not every party that they are sharing alcohol, they are drinking alcohol, you have to be taking your children to. It's not every party. You as a parent, you can go if you want. It is up to you. It is your life. But it's not that advisable that you should be taking your children to every party that they are serving alcohol. It's not everything that children have to experience or have to witness. We should be careful of what we are doing. We should be careful of the things we are allowing our children to witness, or the things we are allowing our children to do. As a parent, nobody knows it all. I myself, I don't know it all. If I see my child is difficult, I seek for help. I bring out the issue because I don't want my child to be difficult on me. I want to create a happy home. I want to create a home that is full of peace. I want to create a home that is full of love. I want to create a home where my children that goes to school, they will be happy to come back home. I don't want to create a home where my children feel that no, they are not coming back because they don't find happiness there. I want to create a home where my children goes to anywhere, they will be happy to come back to me. They will be happy. You should build up your home with love and caring. Let your children know that you are their best friend. They can rely on you. They can trust you. As a parent, it is your duty to bring up your child. I know that in overseas, children are not allowed to do parents are responsible. Children are not allowed to do hard work before at the age of 18 years. But as a parent, it is your duty for you to start lecturing, teaching your children those things that are important in life. Not how to wash their clothes. You as a parent, is your duty to wash your children's clothes. Even my boy that is 24 years old, he don't even know how to. I'm the one washing his clothes. I'm the one helping him. Even though I have to use the washing machine, I'm still the one washing his clothes for him. I'm still helping him. Not that he can't wash his clothes, but I help him to wash it. I help him to wash it through the washing machine. I know that when he's on his own, he can do all those things because I have taught him. I have teach him. I have taught him. And by the time he start giving birth to his own children, and those things that I have taught him as a mother is not going to depart from him. It's not going to depart from him. They know that mommy must wash our clothes. They know that our clothes must be washed. They know that, yes, mommy is always cleaning the house. When they start their own life, our home must be clean. They know that mommy don't like to live in a dirty environment. And these are the things they are seeing me doing. There are things we should limit while we are raising up our children. There are things we should limit. Some people get drunk in presence of their children and start fighting while their children are there listening to them. They start fighting. I'm not saying you should not drink. That is up to you. Like me, I don't like alcohol anyway. I don't like alcohol because it's not good for me. It's not good for my body. My body does not agree with alcohol. I don't like it. As parents, we should always spend more quality times with our children. Spend quality time with them. Spend more quality time with them. Be the instructions of your children. Be the teacher of your children. Be the advisor of your children. Help your children come a long way in their life. Help them. Help them. Discipline your children. It's not by true violence. It is not by hitting them. It is not by screaming or let them understand that you want the best for them. You are their best friend. They can always trust you. They can always talk to you. You know? Always have conversation with your children. Help your children come in a very long way in life. Like my first child, I sit him down, I talk to him. I have sometimes I always have conversation with him, even though he's an adult. He still needs my advice. He still needs my guidance. He still needs my support for him to for him to have a better future. For him to achieve those things that I could not achieve as a mother. For him to have a successful family. For him to train up his children in a very disciplined way. Don't discipline your children while they are at the age, while they are very small. You have to discipline your child. Discipline your child. My boy, my last child has never is not often. He don't call his brother by his name. He call him brother, bro. This is how he was brought up. This is what he was taught. Bro. In this country that I'm living, they call people by their names. But my son call his brother by brother. Because these are the things that I taught him. That this is your big brother. And that respect have to be there. This is your brother, and that respect have to be there. And these are the value that I have established into the lives of my child. I'm very open-minded. When my child is giving me tough time, I seek for help. I seek for guidance. Because I don't want to have a complicated home. I don't want to have a broken family. I want to do my best for my children to reach their high potential in life. Even if it's going to cost me my last breath, I'm going to stand and see my children become successful in life. Even though it's going to cost me my last breath, I'm going to stand. I swear this afternoon, I'm going to stand. I'm going to spend my last breath on earth to see my children come a long way in life. To see them have a successful life. Because they are all that I live for. They are my daily investments. They are all that is important in my daily life. Because I know the happiness that those children has brought to me since they came into my life. I know those pains, those sorrows that they took away from my life. The moment they step into my life, everything about me changed. If you are raising up a difficult child, seek for help. Seek for help. There are people that have qualification when it comes to children. When you try one help, it does not work, try other one. Talk to people. be willing to be royal. The problems that majority of parents have today, that they think that they know everything. They think that nobody can teach them. Nobody can teach them. Nobody can teach them what to do. They knows everything. If a person is specialized in one specific thing, does not mean that you know everything. There are people who know more than you. Does not matter your qualification in life. It does not matter your education status. There are people who know more than you. Who know more than you, who have wisdom more than you, who are gifted, who have high qualification, who God can use to help you, can use to help you build a happy and a peaceful home. Seek to bring up children. It is not an easy thing. Seek for help. There are things. Our life should be what is called struktur in English. This is Norwegian. Our life should be organized. We should be organized while raising up our children. If you know that your child will be going to school tomorrow, there is a certain time they must go to bed. Your life should be organized when you are raising your children. You should be organized in everything. Not that your child will be going to school tomorrow, then your child have to sleep 12 o'clock in the midnight. And when you wake up in the morning, is very tired. Your child should sleep. It should always have enough sleep. Look at the food. Give your children healthy food. It's not every food that contains carbohydrate. So food can cause damage to children's heads, can cause damage to their brain. Seek for professional help. What to give your children if you don't know, because some parents think that they know everything, nobody can teach them, and they are not willing to cooperate. They are not willing to listen. And at the end of the day, you see that they find themselves into problems. Then they will start blaming this, they will start blaming that. If your child is difficult, seek for professional help. In my home, I am the boss, not my kids. They have right to make a decision what we are going to do, but not that much. I am the boss. I am the boss. I am the one to make decision what we are going to do, which film they should look, or what they should see on the television. I am the one to make those decisions, not my children. Yeah, my big boy is big, but sometimes if he watch what I does not like on television, then he have to change the topic. He should decent things, because when he's doing this, he's still going to establish these things into his